Building wealth bricks by bricks, the power of real estate investing. Good morning, girls. My name is Benedita. I'm your host for today, and I'm here with our speaker, Mr. David John Paul. Good morning, sir.
Morning, Granny.
So today we're talking about the topic investment. So, Mr. David, we have a few questions for you today. But first of all, I'd like to tell you a big thank you for honoring our invitation. So, diving into the business of today, I would like you to give us your take on the topic. What is investment? What do you think investment is? What is investment to you?
Okay. Thank you very much, Ben. It's a privilege to be here. So, I'll just go straight to the point. Investment is not limited to just financial. In life, the moment you are born, you go to school, and the whole essence of it is so that we can become independent. And even the education that we get from our parents is a form of investment, right? So everything that we do is investment. That investment can be educational, that investment can be emotional, that investment can be in family, your children. And the purpose of investment is so that at the end of the day, you have something back in return. So whether it's financial, whether it's care, whether it's support, that thing that you have back is the reward, or what you call return on investment. So I just like to break it down. In the world of investments, we have very two keywords that you cannot miss, and that is assets and liability.
Okay.
Okay, so in assets, what is an asset? Asset is anything that brings money to you or value to you,
Yeah.
while liability is that thing that takes money or value away
Yeah.
from you. So I don't want to suppose that our being here today has to do with more of the financial, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
So I will just try to focus on the aspect of the
Yes.
financial
Okay.
investment. So what is a financial investment? It's basically putting money in an asset so that you can get a return on your investment, or a return on the capital that you have invested. So, and people have to be very careful in this regard, because you see, there are certain investments that we have around the world today. The likes of what they call the Ponzi schemes, whereby it's putting your money, and then after a while, it seems like the investment is paying, but with time, everything crashes, and then you lose your investment, or you lose
Exactly.
your capital. So you want to make sure wherever you are investing is safe, is secure, and
Yeah.
such that apart from the profit that comes to you, or what we call the return on investment, you also have your capital secure, so that
Okay.
anytime you need your capital, you can of course always go back to get your
Okay.
capital. And you see, in this world, I have to say this. Robert Kiyosaki said that the worst form of investment is investing in something that you do not understand. If you do not understand the business, then don't even invest in it, because you are going to lose it. All right. Okay. So I'll just maybe stop here. But I could go on and on. And I don't know if you permit me. Let me just add one more thing. One more thing.
You're permitted.
Okay. So basically, there's what I call triple M, if you like,
Okay.
M, right? Not the one that take people's money away.
That's what I was thinking about.
I know you're going to think that way. But you
Okay.
see, the word triple M here is an acronym that I have come up with, and it's something that has to do with investment. The
Okay.
thing is this, you see, when good morning, yeah. So the word M stands for three things: make money, multiply money, and manage money. So if you're making money and you're not able to multiply it, and then you cannot manage it, then that money is, it's just a matter of time. Before you know it, that money is going to be gone.
Okay.
Yeah. So as a way of investment, you must be mindful of this triple M.
Okay.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you very much, sir. At least now I understand investment better. Let me put it that way. So that brings us to the next question. What's the importance of investment? Why do you think people should invest?
Okay, so thank you once again for that question.
You're welcome.
Investing is as important as trading,
Okay.
and I will explain why. Recently, there was a report from the National Bureau of Statistics, right? And they came up with this report that Nigerians over 60 years of age tend to depend on other people for survival. And guess what? This number is around about 95%. 95% of people who are 60 years and older in Nigeria depend on their loved ones for some kind of support, financial and otherwise.
Exactly.
Now, you see, it's important that we realize that look, these people were once strong, these people were once very agile, working, and then before they got to the age of 60 and then retired. Okay, so what were they doing all along before they got to age 60, where they now have to retire, and because they do not have an active income coming in, then they now have to depend on other persons. That means that we have a foundational problem in this part of the world. We are not trained to focus on investing in assets.
Exactly.
A lot of us grow up with this mindset, ideology of spending everything that we make, right? So you see people are working and then they're spending the money, and at the end of the day, they do not have any savings, they do not have any kind of investment. Many people don't even have a home or a house that they can call their own
Yeah.
by the time they retire. So at that point, they are now forced to rely on their children or family members or the society, and not even resort to begging, you know, which is not good. So this tells you how important it is for people to invest when they are still very much active.
Yeah.
Because if you don't, then you're going to pay for it at a later life.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, sir. Now let's bring this investment down to real estate.
Okay.
The saying you actually made us understand the reason of why people invest and what investment is. Now, why do you think people should invest in real estate?
Okay.
Sorry,
Yeah.
so many persons out there have been hearing real estate, real estate, real estate. They want to invest, but they don't know how to invest. So, why do you think people should? What's the need? Why do you think people should invest in real estate?
Okay. Thank you, Benny, once again. You see, I think over the course of this interview, we've established the fact that investment is key. It's like
Yes.
reading, right? Okay, so why should people invest in real estate? Let's start from the basics.
Okay.
It will interest you to know that the best form of investment on earth is earth itself.
Yeah.
Now, 90% of billionaires who became billionaires, they made their millions through investing in real estate.
Yeah.
The beautiful part is that landlords, right, they grow rich in their sleep.
Exactly.
People who own homes, that is, not just the one they live in, but the one they build to rent, they actually grow, financially while they are sleeping. And there is a saying that if you're not making money when you are sleeping, then you will have to work until you die.
Exactly.
So, and you don't want that to be your story. So, the most important thing is that you should try to be a landlord yourself.
Okay.
Now,
Okay.
now, lastly, let me just mention this. If you recall, the current president of America today, Donald Trump,
Yeah.
actually took over the father's business when he was just 25 years old.
Yes.
That was in 1971. And as of that time, he started investing in properties, buying skyscrapers, investing in casinos, and all of that. That was how he made his money. You have the likes of Robert Kiyosaki and so many of them. All of these people invested in real estate. So real estate, we have been told, is the best form of investment that anyone can ever do because it stands the test of time. There are people who have invested in stocks. In 19, I think it was in 2008, thereabout, there was a crash in the stock market. People that invested in
Okay.
stocks lost a lot of fortune because of the crash in the stock market.
Yeah.
But real estate is not so. Real estate continues to appreciate in value. Why? Because anywhere that is developed, unless if there is war, any place that is developed can never become undeveloped.
Exactly. Yes.
Rather, you have places that are not developed becoming developed,
Developed.
therefore adding value and then appreciating in value.
Yeah.
So I mean, if you look at all of these facts, then you know that look, real estate is the best form of investment because it's not going away. It's we only just appreciate more and more in value with time. So that is why I will submit to you that real estate is the best form of investment.
Okay. 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 Thank you very much, sir. So, with all you said, I believe most of my viewers will want to invest into real estate. But the thing is, they don't really know the way to go about it. I know there are steps to follow while investing or while thinking of investing into real estate. So, could you kindly tell us the step to follow while making investment in real estate?
Okay, so I think we've already mentioned some while we were talking.
Yes,
We
yes.
talked about landlords getting rich in their sleep,
Mhm.
right? So which means it's good and important that everyone becomes a landlord,
Yeah.
right? As early as possible. Just try, to delay some kind of gratification instead of you earning your salary and go enjoy yourself in the club. Why don't you
Yeah.
invest that money in real estate and in no time before you know it you
Yeah.
become a landlord and then you are now getting a lot of return from that your investment. So we have the rental income, we have the Airbnb, where I mean it's like a hotel kind of apartment where you lease out to people who come to stay and then they pay you, right? Then we have, of course, the fix and flip.
Yeah.
That is where you buy a property and then maybe the property is dilapidated and then you try to put it in shape. That's renovating it and then sell off, right? So you can make money from that. Then we have what they call the house hacking. In a situation whereby you have like multiple apartments, you can live in one and rent out, the other one.
Yes,
So you're
yes,
making money
yes.
while you're
So,
living free in one of them. So then we also have the what's it called, the real estate trust. A trust is a situation whereby you have an individual who is not necessarily knowledgeable in real estate investing his money with a real estate company and then they trade with him. So he owns like a part of the real estate. That's like a
okay.
share of that company that runs the real estate business. Then
Okay.
of course we have land investments and development. In this case, you can buy a parcel of land and then hold it for a while, then you resell when the value must have appreciated. Then of course we have the B quadruple R. The B quadruple R is like BRRRR. It means buy, rehabilitate, rent out. Then from the income that you rent out, you can use it to refinance another one
Okay.
and then repeat the process again. So these are some of the avenues through which you can invest, in real estate. And thankfully, we offer such professional services. So in case you're still out there confused, not knowing how to invest in real estate, we are just a DM where you can reach out to us and we'll help you, with your real estate investments, safely.
Oh, thank you very much, Mr. David John Paul.
Thank you.
So, my beautiful viewers, in case you are confused about real estate, like I said earlier, you can actually send us a DM or call the number on our bio. We'll reach out to you AS.